Hello sporters. Welcome to Endless Sport Time. With so many unique players and coaches that have been in the NFL over the years, it's understandable that there are some pairings that don't fit, especially if they come from other favorite teams. Problems between players and coaches are rare, because it is important for the team to be a cohesive unit. However, there are many simple situations, and sometimes even high-profile instances, that results in the team being unhappy. And there are even situations where a player leaves the team. Using a term like hate might sound a bit dramatic, but if football is your first love, it stands to reason that any problem will be a huge one. Here are some NFL players who hated their coach. 1. Antonio Brown and Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's relationship with Antonio Brown can only be described as strained. In fact, since the drama was released recently, the conflict between the two men seems to have continued. The two have been talked about a lot in recent years, but many people see Antonio Brown's bad behavior as a problem. His poor behavior might have created a rift between the two men. Tomlin said, he simply tolerated Brown, just because of his skills. 2. Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. Most NFL fans are familiar with the matter between Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy, especially Packers fans. While most players who have issues with their coach that left the team in a hurry, Rodgers has been with the Packers for quite some time. Obviously, their problems stem from McCarthy's desire to pass on selecting Rodgers in the NFL draft. It's fair to hold a little grudge, especially considering all what Rodgers has been able to do for the Packers over the years. 3. Brett Favre and Brad Childress. When it comes to player-coach issues, Brett Favre and Brad Childress are probably the most well-known. From the moment Favre came to the Vikings, the two were almost polar opposites. The two made mistakes several times, but neither tried to fix the problem. They both talked about each other in private and in public, and what they said was never good. It didn't help that Childress liked to make his issues with Favre incredibly vocal. 4. Chip Kelly and LaSean McCoy. Many NFL fans had serious issues with Chip Kelly, especially while he was coaching the Eagles with McCoy, one of the league's brightest stars. The problem came from what some call a baffling trade that occurred. McCoy is a great player who proved he is a welcome addition to pretty much any team, something that had Eagles fans, and McCoy himself angry, with Kelly's decision to trade him. So far, both McCoy and his fans seem to have serious issues with Kelly in general. 5. Keyshawn Johnson and Jon Gruden. Anyone who follows the NFL will surely know that Jon Gruden is not the best person around. There was massive scrutiny on the former NFL coach, and things didn't end well for him. It seems that Keyshawn Johnson has always had issues with his former coach, as he had some serious words for him in response to Gruden's problems. Many remember Johnson yelling at Gruden in the middle of a game decades ago. Hello guys. If it's your first time here, and so far you find this content interesting, don't hesitate to press the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell, so that you'll be alerted each time we post a new video like this. So far so good, let's continue. 6. Terry Bradshaw and Chuck Noll. While Steelers fans likely see this two as franchise legends, in their own unique ways, the two are known to have serious issues with each other. Bradshaw has hinted at some serious mistreatment from Noll over the years. Bradshaw was honest about Noll's surprising actions, but he also gave his coach some credit. Despite his personal problems, Bradshaw always seemed ready to acknowledge that Noll was a great coach when it came to gameplay. 7. Earl Thomas and Pete Carroll. The issue between the two Seahawks men appears to be a behind-the-scenes issue. The problem, unlike others, was not happening on the field. Thomas seemed to have issues with Carroll because he wasn't treating him the way he thinks he should be treated. This little issue was enough to cause a big rift between the two. Their issues were so intense that the two often ignored each other on the field, and Thomas never shied away from speaking his mind. 8. Randy Moss and Bill O'Brien. The good thing about Randy Moss is that he is a fantastic player, making his departure from a team like Patriots a bit of a surprise. Those who followed the team a little deeper might have discovered that Moss was not seeing O'Brien eye to eye. To make sense, some members of the Patriots team tried to deny the rumors as much as possible. There hasn't been an official statement on this for a while, but the team doesn't trade guys like Randy Moss for no good reason. But eventually, the story was acknowledged, but it was too late, and all the damage had already been done. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this video. Remember, this is not an exhaustible list, so there are other player and coach issues we didn't mention. What are your impressions about our list? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section down below. See you all in the next video.